Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out Iman Gadzhi's educate.io platform, and maybe you're wondering whether this is a good way for you to launch your high-income career and join a new generation of young millionaires, okay? Let's check out his program and find out whether this is a good way for you to generate your millions as well online, all right? Now, anytime if you want to get my favorite strategy to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, just click the link below and I'll send you my favorite strategy straight to your email. You can check that out if you would like, all right? Now, I've reviewed hundreds of different courses online, lots of business models, different ways to make money, and some of them are great, some of them are so-so, and some of them are just straight up scams. So let's take a look at Iman Gadzhi's Educate to see how good this platform is and will you really get the results that they're talking about here, all right? So first of all, let's talk about Iman Gadzhi. Very successful internet marketer, huge on YouTube, all right? Really exploded in the last few years, and his content is really good. So Educate is his project to help to teach you some of the strategies that he's put together, and it's a very interesting platform because it's not just about creating an ad agency or a digital agency. We'll talk about how that works, okay? So if you do decide to jump into this program, there are basically three pillars that you can learn. The first pillar that you can learn is through Iman Gadzhi himself, where he was able to create a very successful digital agency. So if you don't know what a digital agency is, it's basically when you work with regular brick and mortar businesses and you generate leads for them, okay? So first of all, you have to learn how to become a great marketer, whether that's by driving leads through Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, for example, and then you would go out and get real offline brick and mortar customers like restaurants, like bars, like consultancies, like plumbers, like bricklayers, things like that, and you would get them to pay you a retainer every month, maybe $1,000, $2,000, and then you would drive foot traffic through the internet to their business, okay? So that's the first type of business model that he's going to teach you how to do. It's a pretty complex business model. We'll talk about some of the pros and cons, but Iman has been very successful in doing that, so he's going to teach you step by step how to do that, okay? The second program is actually through one of his teachers, whose name is Paul Daly. All right, Paul Daly is the CEO of educate.io, and he teaches you all about how to become a six-figure phone closer. Okay, so there are a lot of people that need people to close deals on the phone, and he's going to take you step by step through this entire process. If you've never heard of a phone closer before, you could basically make 5 to 6 figures a year just by closing sales for companies that have high ticket products to sell. When I say high ticket, I'm talking about $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 products. The leads will be generated. You get on the phone with a potential cold prospect, and then obviously Paul is going to teach you all the strategies on how to close properly, and you would close and you would get a commission from the company. It's very simple. The cool thing about being a six-figure sales rep is you can work from anywhere in the world. As long as you have an internet and the and the computer and Zoom, right, you can become a six-figure closer, right? So Paul Daly teaches you how to do that, right, if you want to do that. And then the third thing is his other partner, Louis Berger, who is the CMO of Educate. He teaches all about copywriting, all right, how to become a great copywriter, how to use copywriting to close people into products, how to use copywriting to close people from text, okay, into sales. It's a great skill to learn as well, okay? So these are basically the three main pillars currently at the time of recording this video. Maybe Iman will add some other programs in the future, but that's essentially it, okay? So on top of that, you're gonna get all the normal things, like you're gonna get a Facebook group, okay? You get access to an exclusive community, you get some one-on-one coaching, there's obviously live coaching calls that you can plug into as well, all right? And that is basically everything that is set up right there, okay? Now, again, he's gonna add more stuff to this, but this is what the Educate platform is all about. Now, if you look at it, it's a very impressive looking site. Iman is very good at branding. So if you look at it, it looks, super high quality. And, I think that it's a, it's a very well done sales page, okay? So let's talk about the cost of it and whether this is worth your time, the refunds, all that kind of stuff, and what are the pros and cons of the program, all right? So first of all, it is a $125 per month program, but it's billed annually. So it's $1,500, all right? It's not super cheap. It's not super expensive. It's somewhere in the middle, okay? Okay, you get what you pay for. For a program like this, expect to pay about $1,000, right? 1,000, 2,000. He's charging you $1,500 for the first 6 months. After 6 months, you have to pay $45 a month. You can cancel anytime in order for you to stay a member of the program and continue to access the training here. All right. There is a 14-day, no questions asked refund policy, right, which is pretty cool. So if you don't like it within 14 days, no questions asked, you can ask for your money back. All right. Now, in order for you to get into the program, you can't just click in to buy. All right. What you want to do is you would click in, and you would get on a call with one of their coaches. Okay, right here. No times in November. Maybe there's times in December. Not sure if there's times in December. Anyway, you would book a 30-minute call. They would find out a little bit about you to find out whether you're a good match for the program. Do you have the right budget? Are you driven? Do you have the time to take action on these programs? And then you would get into the program. That's how it works. All right. So let's talk about the pros and cons. Okay. So the pros are that you're basically getting 3 programs in one. Okay, so you can learn how to you can learn how to create a digital business. You can learn to become a 6-figure closer on the phone, or you could learn copywriting skills as well. Now, here's the problem with that. Okay, unfortunately, you can't do all 3 things at once because I think it's pretty difficult. What you can combine is you can combine digital agency with the copywriting. Okay, but what you can't combine is you can't combine 6-figure closing skills with digital agency because it's not really related, if that makes sense. Yes, you could use, a little bit of the skills here to close your clients that you're trying to get for your agency business, but essentially they're 2 completely different paths. Okay, so there are a lot of people that are actually 6-figure sales reps. I've hired a couple of my own 6-figure sales reps to close sales for my business, but that's all they do. They work for a company. They're basically talking to 5 to 8 people every single day. Every single call will take about an hour. So it is a very time-consuming process. But if you're successful at closing sales on the phone, you can basically make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. But you have to be very good, and you have to be attached to a very good company, okay? But to combine this as a full-time job with building a digital agency is 2 completely different things. Okay, so I would say that even though it is nice that Iman offers these 3 different things here, they're not really related, if that makes sense. Okay, you have to choose which direction that you want to take, but at least you get access to the info, and then you can decide whether or not to go in whichever direction. All right, if you decide to go with the digital agency, you should really just focus on that, because otherwise you're going to get distracted by the copywriting classes and also the 6-figure phone classes as well. Okay, something that I do want to mention about starting an agency is that it can be pretty tricky. All right, just understand that starting an agency, even though Iman has done it very well, there are a lot of different pillars that you have to master. The first pillar you have to master is learning how to market. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're a beginner, right? So you probably don't know how to market online. So you need to learn how to market. You have to learn how to market on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, get really good at it before you can offer your service to clients. Because if you don't know how to market and you can't deliver a service, basically you have no business, okay? Second pillar is you have to go out there and get real clients. That means you have to canvas, you have to pitch, you have to go door to door and basically speak to people, convince them of your services, and then sign them on. Right? The third pillar is you have to service your clients. If you don't service them and you do a bad job, you're going to lose business. Okay, so starting an agency can potentially be huge, but you also have to understand that it's a pretty difficult business to master. And a lot of the time, in order for you to get big, you have to hire a lot of staff. So Iman's got a big team. Okay, obviously he started from 0 by himself, but eventually you want to hire people, you have to pay salaries, because there's no way you can scale an agency just by yourself. Your income is going to be severely limited, and you're going to be working like 15 hours a day, which you don't want to do, okay? So still a very viable business model. I just wanted to mention these are some of the difficult things that you might run into when running a digital agency business, okay? But overall, I think it's not bad, okay? It's not super expensive, $1,500. You are getting good information. What I will say is that some of the people that have been complaining about the program, the main thing they've been complaining about is that they feel that the teaching isn't in-depth enough. Okay, so you're getting a lot of content and you're getting the support and things like that, but a lot of the things that they teach inside of educate.io is very high level stuff. All right, so they don't really go down into the nitty-gritty and the detail enough, unfortunately. And in order for you to be very successful online, you need the nitty-gritty and you need the detail. So that's one thing that apparently is missing from the educate.io courses. Okay, so you can take that with a pinch of salt, right? Decide whether or not you want to invest in Iman Gadzhi's platform, and if you would like to learn either how to start a digital agency, how to become a six-figure phone closer, high-ticket closer, or learn copywriting skills, then you can check out Educate at educate.io. All right, now if you're watching this video right now, maybe you are looking for a way to generate income online. Maybe you want to get to see your first six figures. Maybe you want to learn how to get your first $1,000 under your belt. Maybe you want to quit your full-time job. So many different ways to make money online, and out of all of them, I've got one favorite way to get to my first $5,000 to $10,000. Perfect for beginners, even intermediate people, right? And then you can grow it from there. If you want my strategy for free, just click the link below and I'll email that to you straight to your email. You can check it out if you would like. I hope you enjoyed this review of educate.io. Hope to see you on another video review. Take care.